Hi guys, this is different. This is a duo review. I'll be talking about the last two Lethal Weapon movies back to back. I'm feeling lazy, plus my Lethal Weapon 3 review is lacking. Lethal Weapon 3 stars Mel Gibson, Danny Glover, and others. Riggs and Murtaugh must take down an arms smuggling ring. Lethal Weapon 2 was a huge hit, not as high as the original. I guess the original was the highest grossing of the franchise, it doesn't matter. A third movie was more or less guaranteed. It was made 5 years later. The number 3 is somehow cursed in movies. I liked Spider-Man 3, I know it's cursed, a lot of people didn't like it, but whatever. Lethal Weapon 3 easy could have sucked, but no, it rocked. It's nearly as good as its predecessors. Jack Travis is a villain. He's an ex-cop running guns. He's ruthless and slimy. He takes advantage of his former career to commit crimes. He knows how police think, and he knows where evidence, specifically weapons, are being held. The movie doesn't explain his backstory. We don't know why he's running guns, or why exactly he was fired from the police force. We just know he was brutal on criminals. Rene Russo plays Warren Cole, an internal affairs cop investigating Travis. She's the female equivalent of Riggs. She's tough and sarcastic. She easily falls in love with Riggs. In fact, their romance was rushed. Their relationship starts out prickly, or love/hate. It's probably worth mentioning, she's in the TV show, but she has a completely different name, Karen Palmer. Joe Pesci is back as Leo Getz. He's a realtor now, and Roger is one of his clients. He's more obnoxious than ever. He is childlike, so he bleaches his hair and pierces his ear. He helps out Rogers and Riggs again, and they screw him over. For good fun, I suppose. It's probably worth mentioning, Leo is in the TV show as well. Only one episode so far. He's a lawyer. Maybe it's pointless talking about the action. It's good. I'm sure some people feel it's the best of the series. I disagree. There are 2 car chases. The second one takes place on the freeway, which oddly enough reminds me of Speed, one of the best action movies ever made. Without spoiling anything, the climax takes place in the desert. It's unique. Like I said, the romance was rushed. You could argue it's not rushed. They liked each other right off the bat. This movie is a little overlong. It has several pointless scenes. They were entertaining, but they didn't move the story along. Like when Riggs adopts a Rottweiler. Riggs and Warren sneak in somewhere. They encounter a ferocious Rottweiler, and Riggs calms them down by acting like a dog.
I don't have it on me, okay? I wasn't driving, okay? I was walking. What do I need, a walking license now?
God, let's just shoot him.
What is he, crazy?
Get out of the way, Rog. I'm gonna drill him. We can make it look like suicide. Get out of the way. We can make it look like suicide.
Video cameras.
I don't care. I'm still gonna drill him. Get out of the way.
Lethal Weapon 3 gets a B. It's good but not great. It's overlong, but not a big deal, of course. It was impossible to top the first 2, and I don't think they were trying to. Leo is still funny. Lauren is a fun character. I'm sure some people feel Riggs is no longer the same character. Is that really a bad thing? He shouldn't always be dark. Have you seen Lethal Weapon 3? Did you like it or hate it? Lethal Weapon 4 stars Mel Gibson, Danny Glover, Joe Pesci, Rene Russo, Chris Rock, and Jet Li. Riggs and Murtaugh rescue Chinese immigrants, so now they're being harassed by a triad. This premise certainly is different. It's way better than Riggs and Murtaugh hunting down drug smugglers. Well, Lethal Weapon 3 was a huge hit, so now Warner Brothers wanted to make at least one more. They made Lethal Weapon 4 5 years later. It was rushed into production, I guess because of Mel Gibson's crazy schedule. Maybe some people groan when they seen the trailer. I understand why some don't like this movie. It's silly, but not too silly. Lethal Weapon 4 was good, but yeah, it's the weakest of the series. Roger and Riggs are doing good, especially Riggs. He's still living with Lauren and she's pregnant. Roger will be a grandpa soon. His oldest daughter Rene is pregnant, and he doesn't know who his son-in-law is. They get promoted to captain, so they'll keep out of trouble. Yeah, it's silly. If I'm not mistaken, each police department only has 1 captain each. Chris Rock plays Lee Butters, Roger's son-in-law. He's angry. He grew up in a bad neighborhood. He is always kissing Roger's ass, which makes him look gay. Yeah, Chris is funny here. I guess he's funny in general. I haven't seen a lot of his stuff. Everybody Hates Chris was a good show, although he was the narrator. If I'm not mistaken, he was a rising star back then, so he wasn't super famous. And also, if I'm not mistaken, he tried being a huge star, but it just wasn't meant to be.
I never
Don't you know what they're doing, kid? They fuck you with cell phones. That's what it is. They're fucking you with the cell phone. They love when you get cut off. You know why? Huh? You know why? Because when you call back, which they know you're gonna do, they charge you for that fucking first minute again at that high rate.
If you're lucky enough to be able to call back, because the 3-hour battery you got only lasts for 20 fucking minutes.
Or what if you're behind a fucking hill and it's going...
Oh, you're going through a damn tunnel or some shit, man?
Jet Li plays Winslow Lee, a ruthless triad enforcer. He doesn't talk much. He only speaks in Cantonese. He's fast. He can break guns with his feet. Lethal Weapon 4 was Jet's American film debut, and yeah, it was the first time playing a villain. It's probably worth mentioning Jackie Chan was offered this role, but he turned it down because he never wants to play villains. Yeah, the action was good. Does anyone feel it's boring? This is the most violent of the franchise, mainly the climax. The prologue was entertaining but silly. There's some guy blowing up swords with a flamethrower, and Roger distracts him by stripping down and acting like a chicken so Riz can shoot at him. There's a cool car chase on the freeway. I honestly feel it's unique. It's traditional for Roger's house to be threatened. It didn't happen in the last movie. Another tradition is Riggs dislocating his right shoulder. Like I said, this movie was rushed into production. It was released in July '98, so filming started in January and it ended in April or May. They started without a complete script. In fact, it was rewritten during filming. Leo and Butters weren't always part of the story. They were added in at the last minute. Butters and Rene are lovers, but they never speak because that wasn't always part of the script. Talk about jumbled storytelling. Lethal Weapon 4 gets a B. It's good but not great. It's silly but not too silly. It easily could have sucked due to the jumbled storytelling. Leo was so funny. Butters was funny. Have you seen Lethal Weapon 4? Did you like it or hate it? As always, thanks for watching, guys. Shares are appreciated. Help me reach 200 subscribers. I'm making our Q&A. Hot Fuzz is 10 years old now. I'll review it sometime soon. Oh, the Simpsons movie is 10 years old now. Liar Liar is 20 years old. Good movie. If you're new to my channel, please consider subbing me. I review movies and trailers. I'll talk to you later. Alrighty then. Do I smile too much?